Hello, Burke. So for this video lesson, we're going to start with some open notes into palm muting. So if you remember open, palm muting. And to find a good spot to palm mute, start at the very top right here and work your way back. So the bridge right here, this part, my hand is right in front of the bridge to produce that noise. So open, and then put that part of your hand on the strings. So practice down, up, and also just straight down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. All right, the next thing, we're gonna do pointer finger and middle finger diagonals. So your pointer will start on the thickest string. Remember, your thickest string is down here. Your thinnest string is up here. So you're gonna go 2, 3, up to 3, 4, up to 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. So your pointer starts at the second fret of the lowest, the thickest string, and on the thinnest string, the 7th fret. Practice getting that up to speed. The next thing, we have an A minor chord. So starting from the thickest string, you don't play that. You play the next string, so the A string, and that's open. The D string, you see right here, you want your middle finger on the D string right here, 2nd fret. Next string, the G string, 2nd fret with your ring finger, boom, boom. So it'll look like that. 2nd fret, 2nd fret. And then pointer fingers on the B string, 1st fret. And then the high E string is open. So it's open, and then your middle finger on the 2nd fret, ring finger, 2nd fret, right below that. And then on the B string, 1st fret. And then the high E is open. All right. Now for right here, we're gonna practice 2 to 3 finger and back to 2 finger, back to 3 finger power chords. So you just add and remove your pinky. And then to see if you have the pressure correct, you can strum each string individually. If you have buzzing like this, that means you just need to add a little bit more pressure on whichever finger is causing that buzzing. All right, so for the next thing, we're gonna do slides, but backwards. So G string, 12th fret, the 2 dots, usually. We're gonna slide, and just so you remember, E, A, D, G, B, E, G. So E, A, D, G, B, E, G string. Slide from the 12th to the 4th. And for the next one, slide from the 12th to the 6th. Then you can go from the 12-4 to 12-6. So there's that one. And now bending. Okay, so we're gonna bend the 6th fret to the 7th fret. So start by fretting the 7th fret on the G string. Hear how that sounds? And then since it's just a half step away from the 6th fret, we're gonna bend up a half step to the 7th, if that makes sense. So 6th, and when you bend, it goes into a higher pitch, which is a half step, which equals the 7. If you see 6 is a C sharp up here, 7th fret is a D. And if you remember, C sharp to a D, that's a half step. So we're doing a half step bend to get from 6 to 7. So you kind of hear it there. And when you bend, what I like to do is use my ring finger supported by the pointer and middle finger. So all 3 fingers are on the strings, or on the string, the G string. And when you bend, you don't want to bend with your fingers. You bend with your wrist. So it's like opening a doorknob, turning a key. The doorknob, rotate your hand, and then you just, it's like this motion, like this. So. And then you also want to curl your fingers when you bend, because if they're flat like this, you'll be hitting other strings. So curl your fingers and use your wrist, supported by your pointer and middle fingers with your ring finger at the front. So try to bend the 6th to match the 7th fret. Now moving over to this one, we're gonna do a full step bend. So go to the 8th fret. And now bend the 6th fret. So if you remember, the 6th fret is a C sharp on the G string. Boom, boom. And then the 8th fret is a D sharp. So from C sharp to D sharp, it's a half, another half, so a full step. So you got to give it a little bit more. Remember to curl your fingers, open the doorknob. Mostly wrist, maybe just a tiny bit of fingers. We'll get that down. And then now vibrato. So that's like bending, but faster and smaller sometimes. And you return back to the original note. So if you, so regular bend and then vibrato, you're just opening the doorknob quicker. Bend, vibrato, bend, vibrato. And you can combine that with these slides up here, so like 12 to 4. To make some cool sounds. All right. Hopefully my webcam wasn't blocking there. But that's what, 7 to 6, 8, 6, and then vibrato on the 6th or anywhere. Now, if you remember this pattern that we did before, you go open, open. Let me switch to a clean sound. Okay. And back to the 3rd fret. So it goes the 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret. And then here we did all of them together, all the strings, G, B, and E. Remember, E, A, D, G, B, E. E, A, D, G, B, E. So gonna rake them across, and now here we're gonna practice, this is new, we're gonna practice barring these chords, or these strings, which just means to lay your finger across those strings. So, right here, this is the G string, B, and E. So I have the G string is like right here on the finger, the B string's like right here, and the high E's like right there for me. So it's like here, here, and here. And you might hear some buzzing. So you can strum them individually to check for proper pressure and figure out where you need to apply a little bit more pressure, either here, here, or here. So if like I had buzzing on the high E, then I didn't have enough pressure here, so I gotta make sure that I'm rotating it around to hit that high E properly. There we go. And now buzzing on the G string, it would be lifted up this way. So I would need to apply more pressure on the G string, and there we go. There we go. All right, that concludes the lesson. So hopefully practice that. We'll get some more fun things to work on next week, and then Wolfpack eventually. All right, see you next week.